Peace and welcome. Today we want to talk a little bit about Goldeneye 007 on the Nintendo 64 and one of its popular themes. So with no further delay, let's talk about the watch theme from the legendary Nintendo 64 game. Goldeneye 007 was first released in 1997 for the Nintendo 64 console. This FPS game brought James Bond and FPS games to new heights. Never before was a 007 game this successful. The gameplay, the graphics, and yes, the music all blended together perfectly to give us a Bond-like experience never seen before. The soundtrack was composed by Grant Kirkhope and Graham Norgate, with one track done by Robin Beanland. With the release of GoldenEye 007 on the Switch and Xbox, some news has come to light. Mr. Kirkhope tweeted the following: "It's so bizarre that the GoldenEye pause music has developed a life of its own. Something that took me 20 minutes to write, and I didn't have a clue what I was doing, constantly on the phone with Norgans because I'd broken something or couldn't understand what was going on." He revealed some interesting information there. For one, Norgans, who just happens to be Mr. Graham Norgate, was helpful in the process. And two, Mr. Kirkhope wrote the watch theme in 20 minutes. First off, I would have to say that's pretty impressive, but that's also kind of funny. There's probably some themes on there that he worked on for a long time, and then people gravitate towards the simple watch theme made in 20 minutes. It makes me think of cats and how you can spend an unlimited amount of money on some fancy toy, and then the cat is more interested in the box it came in. You try to get the cat to play with the toy, but a box is a box. I also want to add, I'm glad the devs at Rare chose these composers. A talented composer can elevate the music, which in turn elevates the entire game. Bad music won't necessarily ruin the entire game, but it can affect the overall user experience. When someone hands you an iconic theme like the James Bond theme, the notes, the melody, and everything already exist. You just have to add your own little flavor while respecting the original tune. For example, if it's me and I had permission to remix the Bond theme, I'm gonna try my best to make it pleasant to listen to. I'll give you a quick example of what I would not do. Here's a Bond theme from a different game. From 007 Racing, here's the intro theme. This theme is loud, noisy, and a little bit abrasive. Generally, it's an unpleasant listen, at least in my opinion. Now when you take the Grant Kirkhope theme, this is how you remix something. Not only did he respect the original tune and mix it right in, but it's the complete opposite of what we just listened to. It's an easy listen, it's smooth, it's cool, and I would say it's one of the best Bond remixes around. Luckily, GoldenEye 007 is full of them. I love the way each composer worked the melody into the various themes they produced. Overall, the soundtrack to GoldenEye is one of my all-time favorites. I'm a huge fan of the Bond franchise, and not only was GoldenEye a great game, it was true to the movie as well as the franchise. That alone separates this from most games that were based on a movie. So let me not only end this video by thanking our patrons Bearsona and Quantum X, but also let me give a quick shout out to the composers from GoldenEye, Mr. Kirkhope, Mr. Norgate, and Mr. Beanland and his elevator theme. I am ICC, thanks for watching, peace.